Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, Uptick taking a break in the countryside of Japan. I'll be going to Tokyo tomorrow for about 3 days. With me I have the ultimate tool watch, produced for a very short period, less than 3 years, the Sea Dweller 4000. Very apropos since Rolex, congrats to them, have released a new Deep Sea rated to the bottom of the ocean, all in titanium, a great first for them. It's a big watch, big price tag as well, over 20 grand. But it's cool. It comes on the heels of the Ultra Deep from Omega, so those two always outgunning each other. Very fun to see. But this one here, this is the real collectible, produced for less than 3 years, at the same time as the Submariner. Only 40 millimeters, great looking lugs, really integrate great with the bracelet. You get the glide lock, the ceramic, no cyclops on the date. It's a very modern watch, very beautiful watch. Doesn't wear too thick, just a wonderful piece. I love that you have the graduation all around the bezel. Gives a different vibe than the Sub. This is the one you should be getting in the market. You know, it's a bit soft everywhere, especially in Hong Kong. I just visited a friend, dealer. He says business is terrible, nothing is going out, so he doesn't buy much in. At the same time, can't really buy your watches easily. And I'm selling a few watches. I'm consolidating a lot. I've decided I want to see less things in my watch box and have a little bit of cash ready when the good deals come. As I told you 6 months ago, no change since then. I think there will be a bigger drop. I think the reaction in some markets, like some assets like watches, take more time than the stock markets, which can react more immediately. And there's still a long way to go down. The market is flooded with every Rolex model you can imagine. For example, the one that I like, the root beer, man, it's already come off 25% from what people were asking, and I don't think many sold at those crazy prices. But it's still at a premium, and individuals are selling at lower and lower prices in Hong Kong, which is priced in Hong Kong dollar, also pegged to the dollar. But people are not buying, and I can see it. Selling a few very nice watches at great prices. I'm not getting many queries, but easier to sell on Chrono 24. Of course, you have to pay 6% fees to them, but that's the thing to do. You got to arbitrage between the markets with those assets that are easily shipped. So I'm in Japan, don't really want to buy much, but you never know, the deal might be here. The yen is super low, 90s the levels are low, 150. So this is where you buy and you have to sell back in US dollar. Hong Kong market is dead, but you can sell back in the US. I think that's the market where you'll find the buyers. So that's the way to arbitrage right now. If you're able to do so, you can use eBay, you can use other channels. That's the approach you gotta have. So yeah, I'm trying to really reduce my collection to the ones that I love the most, to be ready to pounce if something really interesting comes through, or if I want to buy a car. And yeah, just enjoy more with less, I think. Now, something really sad you might have seen, because now we're all a part of the same community, and the Pontiff, his room that we know so well, has been burglarized while he was away in the US, and the watches, which I thought were in a safe in a bank, I think it was just a decoy, were actually in the safe back in his home, and apparently he's lost them all. The watches that we know very well will be very hard to shift for thieves, you know. Specific watches, specific Patek models, there's not that many on sale at any given time, and you know, when someone comes with a Patek, you kind of get a feel for whether the guy is supposed to have a Patek in his hands, and I'm guessing the thieves are not that type. So very hard to shift that kind of watches, as we've seen after the burglary of a shop in Hong Kong. They were caught within 2 days. It's impossible to move those watches. The serial numbers are already online. I'll try to put a link if you don't know them. So especially if you're in Australia, keep your eyes open for those Rolex and the Pateks. And I think there's also a GLC. If you find one, and you can find the rest usually, and hopefully things get sorted. What a shame for the room that Archie has been working from for so long. So thoughts with you, Paul, and yeah, everyone get some paid reviews. Although I'm sure Paul is not going to be feeling like working much. It's going to be very bad mental state after this. But yeah, get some paid reviews, send some super chats, help out in the short term, and hopefully things can get somewhat sorted out. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to Tokyo. Maybe I'll get a bit of footage from there for you. Check out a few watch shops. I won't have time with the family to go to Nakano, where you can see the most watches in the shortest amount of time. But I think there's more shops in Shibuya where I will be. And certainly there's some well-known shops in Ginza as well. We'll see a bit comparing to the Hong Kong dollar. If the low yen offers great deals, probably it will. I don't really want to buy just about anything. Few watches always on the radar, but I'd rather save up for something really meaningful, and even wait for my 50th birthday in a few years to get that mega Patek, for example, or whatever. Although, to be honest, luxury is not that important. Luxury things are not so important. What matters is family, and my daughter is coming, so I'm gonna have to say bye bye, guys, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Take care.